Girls Last Tour is a manga and its anime adaptation about two more blobs, Chi and Yu. I can never remember which one is which, so I will be referring to this one as the black-haired one and this one as the blonde blob. The blonde blob is annoying, at least to me. She tried to ban a bug, which is unexcusable. I don't know how are they still together. I would just abandon the bitch right there after that. I hate her really. Not much to say. Only 4 out of 6 chapters were adopted into the anime. They don't want to make the second season because there's not enough material. Which I don't really understand, because hear me out. You can make a 6-episode season. Or how about you can make a 6 episodes each season? Just make a 6-episode season. Why not? You could. There are animes with 6. Okay, let's watch this video together.
Welcome to the Girls Last Tour Iceberg. This is my updated and improved version from my other Girls Last Tour Iceberg video with
like
the added
all
knowledge
mistakes
and comments
fixed.
of my last video and from reading the manga finally.
Oh, you have read the manga.
Assume you already know the concept of an iceberg and the manga
have read
Girls
the
Last
manga.
Tour, or else you wouldn't have clicked on this video. Ket and Cut. There's an alien creature thing in the anime that's called Nuko. Cut or Ket. For Ket and Cut, it just depends on what language you're watching. The reason why the girls call it Ket is because it's a play on the word cat, and the reason why they call it Nuko is because it's also a play on the Japanese word for cat, which is Neko.
What do you mean what do you mean it depends on the language? No, so in the English dub they translated it as cut, and apparently in the Yen Press's translation they translated it into cat. It doesn't depend on the language. What would that even mean? Also, I must admit, when I first watched the dub I was so confused, because I was hearing cut and I didn't get that it was supposed to be cut. I thought that they were trying to say cat, but I was confused. I didn't know if I'm deaf, or is it like a regional thing? Why are they saying cut? It should be cat. Why is the pronunciation of cat so different?
Death. I guess this is talking about the theme of the show, which is the death is everywhere and no one can escape it.
I actually do agree with this one. The show hit me hard after I finished reading it. I literally cried after the last chapter, and the reason why it hit me so hard is because it made me think about death a lot. And what it taught me is that death doesn't really require blood to be terrifying. Like, the death in its purest form is when something or someone you love just come to an end. And we don't need to experience someone's moment of death to be able to experience the terror of it. You feel death when you watch as the mapman used to have a girl he was traveling with, or when you look at those box graves and realize that it was a person that is no longer here. But now, imagine a grave of the blonde blob. Hell yeah, no, that isn't that bad, isn't it?
Very least it could be their ancestors. My theory is that the two girls are actually Shijima and Majimi from Shimeji Simulation. I don't know how to pronounce that, man.
It's Shimeji. It's not hard to pronounce. Also, don't you think that the girls are like, there is clearly Chi and Yu in the manga, in Shimeji Simulation? Don't you think those are the girls? Why the main characters? Why?
Rocket for survivors. For our last layer, we see in the final volume of the manga that there are some rockets built by the remaining humans so that they can escape. But I guess they were too late since the rockets are still here on Earth. Black Slab is Shimeji Simulation.
No, that 2 rockets have departed, and there's only like 1 rocket, which is broken. Have you even read the manga? Also, what is this huge eye? Okay, let's see the comments. Maybe they will like clarify. This series is very much possible and leaves a porthole enough for the artist to start a new series. What do you mean that the rockets have departed? You haven't read the no one read the manga.